Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Tea&Comics. Today is just a video about a series that I've been reading. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it, Gideon Falls, from Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino, and colors by Dave Stewart. This series is definitely my favorite new series of 2018, although to be honest, I don't think I've read a lot of brand new series from 2018. A lot of my readings have been from series that have come out last year or many years ago. Regardless, this one, Gideon Falls, has topped my list, and I anticipate every new issue. I actually just recently, maybe a week or two ago, read through all 6 issues, which I have here. And so this is the first arc. The first 6 issues is essentially what Volume 1, the Volume 1 trade paperback, is going to be. The series is, I guess you could call it a horror series, maybe a bit of a mystery series. It's very similar to like Twin Peaks, that kind of thing. And it's just phenomenal. I love Jeff Lemire, so maybe I'm a little biased, but I just think that he is just a master of comics, just a master of his craft. In this case, he's only doing the writing, but just the way that he can really utilize this medium, the way that you don't feel necessarily overwhelmed with dialogue. He really can use panels and just silent moments to tell story. And obviously that has a lot to do with Andrea Sorrentino as well. He is also a master at doing this. And so the two of them, it just feels like you just flow through these books. You're never bogged down. And that's not to say that books that have a lot of dialogue or a lot of writing are bad. There's lots of great books like that too. I just think that Lemire has found the perfect balance of using dialogue, but also just using the medium that you're in of comics. I don't have any specific examples here. Maybe I can open some of these books up and find a spot or two where it's just everything just flows beautifully. But I love these covers as well. I love the continuity of all these landscapes that turn out to be faces. I don't really want to talk too much about plot because I don't want to spoil stuff, and that's not really what I'm about. I just want people to get into this. And here I also have the director's cut of the first issue, which was really great because it has just Sorrentino's pencils, and it has a script at the back from the Lemire submitted to him. And it's really interesting to see how Andrea takes the script and then modifies it and makes it so much, well, I don't know if better is the right word, but just you read the script and you think, oh, it's supposed to be 4 panels, but he takes it instead and makes it into maybe, a couple different panels or one big splash page or whatever he happens to change. And it makes it so much more dynamic. So yeah, I guess I can talk about the plot a little bit. So the plot is you essentially have 2 plot lines running. You have one with a guy that's collecting garbage, essentially, and he's clinically insane. He actually sees a psychiatrist. He was committed to a mental institute at one point. So you have his story, and then you have the story of a priest that's just in this new town, Gideon Falls, and essentially there's a murder right away. It's not really spoiler because it happens pretty early on, but and so he's involved with a lot of weird things happening in this town, and then the story of the other guy collecting garbage. Those stories start to connect by the end of the first arc. That's another thing too. I was talking about how great the art is, but it's obviously phenomenal. But when you get to these last 2 issues, especially issue 6, this issue is special. What he does in this issue is I can't even explain it. And I don't really want to show you because I just want you to experience it for yourself. But let me open up one of these books and we'll just flip through it a little bit, and then that'll kind of be it for this. Okay, so I found this is from issue 1, and this is just a great example of why I love reading why I love reading work from these guys. It's just the entire team is incredible. It's just really subtle things too, but as you work your way down this page, you're outside. It's just amazing. I feel him in the rain. He walks by this nail in the ground, and then you get this shot of him just walking by, and he's trying to resist picking up garbage. And there's a lot of reasons why, and I'm not going to get into that, but he's trying to resist picking up this nail because that's what he's obsessed with picking up this garbage because it means something to him. And in this panel here, he just decides he just walks by it, right? He ignores it, walks by it, and then this is like a beautiful decision with the coloring and everything as well. It's just can't help himself to stop, look, turn around, and there's just like this nothing but this nail. It's consuming him, and comes back and he picks it up, and you can just see like it's a bit of a glare, but I don't know. I just find this whole production is just amazing. Highly recommend Gideon Falls. It's definitely my top series of 2018. If you're into kind of horror comics, I can't recommend it enough. Gideon Falls, Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino, Dave Stewart. Check it out. I think trade paperback volume 1 comes out next month or real soon, and then issue 7 of like the beginning of the next arc comes out next month as well, like around, it'll be October, so it's kind of Halloween. Actually, yeah, this is the perfect time to jump into this. It's getting to be that time of year, and if you're looking for a good horror book as well, it's so much more than that, but if you're looking for a good horror book, get in on Gideon Falls. All right, well, that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk. It's more just me just rambling about how much I've been enjoying this. I didn't want to spoil much, so I didn't get into too much detail, but it's just me gushing over Gideon Falls. If that's something you enjoy to listen to me ramble about comics, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to try to do more videos like this where I just really talk about series that I love, and maybe show off some pages and get into it like that. All right, guys, everyone take care. Goodbye.